everyone, this is Juanita with my blind journey, and if this is your first time watching one of my videos, thank you for stopping by. If you've been watching my videos from the beginning, also thank you so much for sticking around. Today's video, I'm going to talk about some of the challenges that I've personally encountered ever since this whole social isolation or social distancing or physical distancing, whatever you want to call it, has started with the whole COVID-19 situation. And some of the challenges that I've personally have encountered have been more physical challenges. So I'm continuing to work because there are blind people out there that are transitioning from in-person classes to online classes, and some of these people have never taken online courses before, so it's a whole new experience, and we're helping them get set up. Also working because there are people who are adapting to working from home, so we're trying to get them set up as well so that they could continue working and not have to lose their jobs or suffer economically during this time. So I still continue to travel, and during my travels I have paid close attention to the things that I would do on a regular basis and that are being discouraged from us doing nowadays. So blind people have to touch a lot of things in order to be independent, and amongst those things are elevator buttons, braille signs. When you're in a public restroom, you have to feel around for soap dispensers, paper towel dispensers, trash cans. It seems like public restrooms are the most annoying to navigate because they don't ever have the same layout, so I constantly find myself having to feel around for these things. Also, reaching out for a seat, like if you're out in a public place, like at a doctor's office or on the train, you want to reach out and find your seat. Feeling for doorknobs or door handles, or even feeling for like door frames. For example, when I used to get on the train, I used to reach out to feel how far away I was from the train, and now I can't do that. So these are all things that we are being discouraged from doing, but as a blind person, you really have no choice. And what I've done to adapt to the current circumstances is when pressing an elevator button, I now press it with the back of my hand, which if you're holding your hand up with your palm facing away from you, it's the part that's below your knuckles. I don't know what it's called. But I now press the elevator buttons with that part of my hand because I know that that part of my hand doesn't necessarily touch my face. And even after I'm done pressing the button, I always put hand sanitizer on my hands, which I've done even before because as a blind person you do touch a lot of things. But I do it now twice as much, if not 3 times as much. I've also just purchased and received 2 boxes of 200 pairs of gloves. So I'm gonna start wearing those when I'm out and about. And as far as reading braille signs, I just try not to read those if I don't have to. If I do, I try to use hand sanitizer immediately afterwards. If I'm feeling around for soap dispensers or paper towel dispensers, again, I use the back of my hand to try to find things. When reaching out for a seat to sit at, I, again, continuing to use the back of my hand. When reaching out for a doorknob, same thing, just been using the back of my hand. If it's a push door, I've started to push with my arm or my elbow. And when getting on and off trains, I've just kind of had to take the risk and not reach out for the handrails anymore. I just make sure I slowly step on and off, and there's been certain circumstances where I've almost lost my balance. So just, be cautious and take our time when doing things. Another thing that has greatly been affected has been the use of sighted guide with other people. So it's a little difficult because you don't know if they have COVID-19 or if you are a carrier, because in some cases you may not demonstrate symptoms, so you may have the virus and not know it, or they might have the virus and not know it. So, keeping proper distance and just asking for directions is another one that is a little difficult to do if you're blind, because you can no longer say, hey, well, can I hold onto your arm and walk there with you, or whatnot. So these are just a few of the challenges that I have encountered. If you've encountered others, feel free to share them in the comments. And also just know that as a blind person, you're not alone through this whole situation. It has honestly not really affected me, even though I don't come in contact with very many people now because everyone's staying home. But I've been used to just mostly working and for the most part going home. So this whole social isolation thing isn't really affecting me. I enjoy being home. I love being home. I love sleeping. I love listening to articles and audiobooks and things like that. So staying home has really not affected me as much as some people. Some people are very anxious and just kind of want to get on with life and things like that. But just know that you're not alone. There are many other people experiencing the same sort of thing. And hopefully soon we'll get through this. Anyways, stay tuned for more videos on my channel. Hopefully that'll help you guys pass the time a little more quicker during this time. Subscribe to my channel and continue to follow me on my blind journey. Thank you guys.